However good a constitution may be, if those who are implementing it are not good, it will prove to be bad. However bad a constitution may be, if those implementing it are good, it will prove to be a good. Said by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. It means that it doesn't matter that a constitution is having such a fantastic laws, but the people who implement it are not implementing lawfully or properly, it will prove to be a bad one. Okay, and how bad a constitution may be, it doesn't matter. If the people are implementing properly, lawfully, it will prove to be good one. Okay, so starting with this quote, I welcome all of you in the part 1 of the constitution series. Earlier I have told about the preamble and historical background. Now I am starting from part 1, that includes article 1 to 4. Okay, in this video I will be telling only about the article and focusing only about what is in the article, what are clauses in it. Okay, this is part 1 having article 1 to 4, heading union and territory. Okay, so in next video I will be extending it further and explaining more about its background, or means how India united, or about Akhand Bharat, some constitution amendments, case laws, mainly Bedwari case, and some committees and commissions. So let's start. So let's start with the article 1. It has two things. First, name and the territories of the union. Okay, what does union means, I will be telling you later, but first let's understand the clause 1. It has two things. Okay, name of the nation and the polity of the nation. Okay, first there was conflict over the name, that we should include India or Bharat or Hindustan as a name in our constitution, or give to the nation this name. Later there was no unanimous decision, but they included a mixed name, that is India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states. Why not federation of states? Being in a federal country, why we not had use federation of states? We need to understand the difference between union of states and federation of states. Let's understand. Okay, first understand that what is federation of states. Federation of states, let's understand by the example of USA. It is a federation of state. Okay, it was earlier a colony of England, as we were. The 13 colonies get independence and they formed United States of America. They united. How they united? They formed a agreement. Okay, and they become the confederal. What does confederal means? Because they were earlier small powers and they want to become a strong and unified power, because earlier they were colonies. Now they're so weak they cannot run their government. Okay, they need a strong nation, so they do an agreement with each other to form one nation and share some powers with it. Okay, so that was known as confederal. Now they were 50 countries, so they are known as federal. Now they have given more powers to them, to the center, we can say. Okay, to the federation. Every unit there have independent status, and they have their own citizenship, their own flag, their own constitution. And same as with the center, they have their own constitution, they have their own flag and their own citizenship. So the citizen of USA have two citizenship. Okay, so why it is different with union of states? Union of states is no. Why India is union of states? Earlier we were having many princely states, okay, and they were have to sign treaty of accession to include in India if they want to include, or if they want to remain independent they can, okay. So they signed it. We were earlier a nation. We do not have signed an agreement to form a nation, okay. So there's a difference between union and federation. Why we not have included federation? Because we do not have any signed an agreement. And next thing, important thing, we cannot, this states do not have so much independence that they can secede from it. USA units, जो उसकी units हैं, जो उसकी countries हैं, they can secede. But there is a process, there is need to be unanimous decision by all the countries because they have signed an agreement. They cannot break the agreement. You know what's the rules and regulations of agreement? Everyone should agree with it, okay. That's known as agreement, when everyone is agreed, okay. This is just a difference, okay. So let's understand the second clause of it. The states and its territories are included in the first schedule, okay. This is added by the 7th amendment, okay, in the constitution, and added in the first article, because earlier there was no mention in that which states are in our country and which is not in our country. If there may be conflict in future, that anyone can say that this Bihar, this Uttarakhand is not a part of India, because there is no proof, there is not written in the constitution that this is a part of the of the nation, okay. So they have mentioned in the schedules. So what are schedules? Schedules gives our extra information about the points referred to in various articles of the constitutions, okay. So it tells about the states and the territories. So there is a vast difference between state and territories. We can say states are units, okay, and territories is a wider concept. It includes states, union territories, and other territories may be included. That's our third clause, okay. Territories of India included territories of states, union territories, and other territories as may be acquired. Territories of states, at present we have 28 states. Earlier we have 29 states, one state being bifurcated, that is Jammu Kashmir into Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, 2 union territories, okay. Union territories, at present we have 8 union territories, okay. We get included 2 union territories, that is Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, that I told you, and Daman and Diu and Dadar and Nagar Haveli integrated, they form one union territory. So now they are 8 union territories, okay. Earlier there was 7 and changed into 9, now there are 8, okay. And there is 0 other acquired territories. We have not acquired any other territories. We have mentioned a provision that it may happen in future, so we can include it in the first schedule, okay. Now what is union territory? Okay, I have told you that first understand what is state. State is an independent unit in sense that they have their own legislative assembly, their own representation, representatives, and we can say the separate government with the center. But they have, being a federal nation, there's a provision that they distribute, they share power with the center. They have to, okay. But they have their own CM, okay. What is union territory? Union territory is an, we can say, administrative division that is controlled by the central government, and this other territories as may be acquired is also, it may be in future, but it will be controlled by the central government. Okay, now this union territory is being having controlled by the lieutenant governor. Okay, and has legislative assembly can be possible. Okay, like Delhi, Kejriwal is the CM, and okay, now other territories as may be acquired in future. Okay, there are territories like water, exclusive economic zones shall also be become the part of territories of state or union territories. Okay, they are the part of it, and we know that beyond the our boundaries, after that 20 nautical miles is our boundary. Okay, water boundary. It's been under the international agreements. Okay, and within the 7th Amendment to the Constitution in 1956, the concept of union territory is brought in the administration, which are very small in area and are governed by international agreements or politically not evolved for local election or local elected governance. Okay, and being in a sovereign state, India can acquire foreign territories according to the modes recognized by the international laws, that is cession, following treaty, purchase, gift, lease, or we can say by plebiscite. Okay, and occupation, we can occupy it unoccupied by the recognized ruler. Okay, can by conquest or subjugation. This may be the there are many examples like India acquired several foreign territories such as Dadar Nagar Haveli, Goa, Daman and Diu, okay, Puducherry, Sikkim, and since the commencement of constitution, but they are under the states and union territories. We have not put under the acquired territories. They have become the part of our nation. Okay, this is all about the Article 1. Now moving on to the Article 2. Article 2 talks about admission or establishment of new states. I will state it directly from the Beer Act. It states that Parliament may by law admit into the Union or establish new states on such terms and conditions as it thinks fit. Okay, so first thing it talks about admitting into the Union. Next it talks about establishing new states. Okay, admitting means the state or the community which is already in power, organized, we are admitting that into union. It do not talk about alteration of boundaries or changing emerging of states or that are already in our union. It talks about acquiring a territory. Okay, that we have talked in Article 1, Clause 3, Subclause 3. Okay, so next talks about establishing new states. Okay, to establish new states. Okay, next it talks about terms and conditions as it thinks fit. So this do not give unlimited power, because there is nothing written that what terms and conditions. Okay, so Supreme Court have said in RC Podial versus Union of India that they do not have to hurt the basic structure of constitution, or they cannot be inconsistent with the foundation principle of constitutions. They can make terms and conditions that meet the basic structure. Okay, this is all about the Article 2. There is another clause in it, Article 2A we can say, which talks about the admitting the Sikkim with the union, associating Sikkim with the union. I will be telling this you in the separate video, because this will be a long topic and it cannot be included in this. Okay, but we include this Sikkim by Article 2. Okay, Article 3 authorize the parliament to form a new state or alter their areas, okay, their boundaries and even names of the existing state. We can say the union have power to redraw the map of India at their will. Means they have such a power, such a great power to change the boundaries of the states. They can form new state, increase the area of any state, diminish the area of any state, alter the boundaries of any state, okay, alter the name of any state. The recent example we can give of J&K, okay, means they distribute the one state into 2 union territories, okay. So we have now 28 states, okay, and there are 8 union territories. And we can say India is undestructible union, okay. State cannot leave the union, means state cannot distribute or cannot distribute the union, but union have a power to change the boundaries, or we can say destructible state. They can add a foreign land even, okay, and make part of our nation, okay, but they have to fulfill 2 conditions before. First condition is that they need prior recommendation of president, okay. Means it is not too difficult, means we know that president have not such power. He have to give his willingness, okay, and same president have to take the views of state legislature. There comes the role of state legislature, but it's a formality, we can say, okay. It is clear that they take the views of state legislature, but it is not compulsion to accept or reject the views of them. Even they give these views in time, but in case of union territory, this is also not needed to take the views of there, okay. And by fulfilling these 2 conditions, they can change the boundaries of any state or can form a new state, okay. And there is no need to bring or we can say take reference from the state legislature again when it is moved or accepted in the parliament, okay. In case of union territory, I have told that there is no need, not necessary to take their views, okay. And this is all about the Article 3, and there are many things related to this article, means case laws. I will be telling you in the next video, okay. But you should know that America have or USA have different form. They can not distribute the boundaries of any state. State have their own power there, and the union have their powers. They cannot take the powers of their states, okay. And even the states cannot distribute means undestructible union and undestructible state, okay. Next comes the Article 4. It says that any law referred to in Article 2, that is admission or establishment of new states, or Article 3 means change in boundaries or addition of new states names, change in name, contains such provisions for the amendment of the first schedule and the fourth schedule necessary to provide effects to the provision of law and may also contain such supplemental, incidental and consequential provisions as the parliament may deem fit or necessary. Okay, article allow for consequential changes, means that in the first schedule, name of the states in the Union of India, means if there is change in the names of states and union territories, here we are using states for both states that are like Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and for union territory also. Okay, there is no separate word used. Okay, that states and union territories. And fourth schedule, that is a number of seats allotted in the Rajya Sabha for each state. First is first schedule and fourth schedule. Okay, there will be consequential changes in these schedules. Okay, constitution will not treat any such law altering existing states or creating a new state as an amendment that is brought through Article 368. They are simple ordinary laws and can be passed through simple majority. Okay, and if we say in Article 3 diminishing the area of any state, it does not means we are seceding from the mainland or the Indian territory. Okay, there is a case law related to this, is Berubari case, and I will be telling you this in the next part. Okay, so here we end this video. You can revise again. Okay, and we will meet in next video. Thank you.